Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Last time we left off, not Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls, last time we left off, well, I talked about how thankful I am, how things are going, and a bit of my, high school experience and whatnot. But, aside from that, forgot to mention my legs were actually glitching there for some reason. In the last video, yeah, we talked about all that stuff. In today's video, I actually forgot that I was going to, like, get to the Tomb of the Giants on my own, like, without recording, but I have appeared to forgot about that. Because during my off time, shit! God damn it! Ugh. Anyway, Velko's rapier. Oh, cool. Anyway, and during my off time, off camera, went to go grab some pretzels because I need my sodium. Did a little exercising. I've been actually outside all day today, and you know, I rode my bike. That was pretty fun. I got a little sweaty, but it was all good. It's all good. It's not bad to lose a little sweat over nowadays. But I haven't had pretzels in God knows how long. It has been years since I've had pretzels. Like, yeah, I have occasionally eaten the like little the little bags of pretzels you get at on Halloween and whatnot, but like I'm talking about the pretzel. Like, have any of you guys ever eaten those jars of pretzels, like those really big pretzel sticks that come in jars? Oh, dude, those used to be the bomb back then. Yeah, dick bag. But yeah, it's been a really long time since I've had pretzels. I might be saying it wrong because whenever I told my coworker that I wanted to buy this, he was like, "Oh, why do you want to buy them?" I was like, "Because I haven't had pretzels in a while." And he looked at me, he's like, "Pretzels." I'm like, "Yeah, pretzels." I don't know. Apparently, I say it wrong. If I do say it wrong, I guess let me know in the comments because he's apparently gonna never let me live this down. But I don't care too much, honestly. I'm just like, whatever. Yeah. Ow. Yeah, I forgot how annoying these roly-polies were. Fuck you. I think I have high poise. Need a heal. I also haven't had a soft pretzel in... That I have not had in years. And my god, are they fucking great. Like, I got one at school because at school they were doing like a free pretzel giveaway where like if you show your ID you get a free pretzel with, you know, some cheese, like a hot pretzel. That oh my god, it was so fucking good. Like, I have not had a pretzel in so long, and I was like, let's see what this is about. Because the last time I ever had a pretzel was like in first grade, and it didn't even taste that great. Like, it was, but the pretzel I had was like all hard and like stale, and the cheese was not that great. I was like, ugh, who the hell eats this? It's like, that gave me a bad impression for pretzels for a really long time. But that day, which is like, I want to say at the end of April, I guess, my school was like, hey, we're giving free pretzels, show your ID and we'll give you one. And I'm like, okay, sure. And he's like, so how's your day going? I'm like, could be better. And then he gave it to me, and I was like, all right, well, let's see how this is, because, like, you know, I took it to my car because I was leaving school, and I happened to run by to them, and I was like, okay, well, we'll see what this is about. And I bit into it. I was like, oh my god, you could basically have the universe imploding out of my head. It was that fucking good, honestly. And like, it's just been so long since I've had a pretzel, and I was like, thank you, I needed this. Also, I think I have the lantern on me. I should. Yes, I do. Okay. Because for this area, since we are in the Tomb of the Giants now, this area is the definition of dark. I can hardly see anything around me, even though my character has a little glow around his head. I need to use this lantern to light my way. Oh, jeez. Luckily, these enemies aren't too much of a pain because I am wielding a very OP weapon. I'm eating pretzels, by the way. I can't help it. Sodium's addictive. And sodium is another word for soul, I guess. I'm no scientist or anything. Or food specialist. Or anything in general. Just food. But my weapon is pretty powerful. Like, it does nearly 400 damage. Or over 400 damage, actually. But that's like that's pretty powerful compared to my Balder Knight sword, which does like around 135 plus however much damage I get out of my stats. I am doing like a high quality build, and it's going good so far. I do need to do a lot more leveling up, honestly. Oh jeez. But it's nice to have this weapon on me because, like, you know, I can deal heavy damage to like a lot of enemies and breeze by a few things. Like, I do put on the Balder sword whenever I want to give myself a little challenge. But for the foremost, what the hell is that? For the foremost, I want to... Oh, yeah, it's Patches. I'll talk to him in a sec. Also, if you hear meowing, that's my cat. She wants to get inside, but I'm not going to let her because all she's going to do is just meow in my room because she, I guess, wants to play or something. But I'm in the middle of recording. I'll get to her eventually. But, what was I going to say? Yeah... Something about pretzels, I think. Was I talking about pretzels? No, my weapon. It's nice to have this weapon around me, and I've really used this weapon a lot of the times, honestly, because whenever I first played this, I actually beat the game with the Black Knight Greatsword. And not the Ultra Greatsword, but just the Greatsword. And I got it out of the first Black Knight in this game, and it was just by pure luck. But it was a very good weapon. And it's incredibly hard to get because it's just a total gamble with the Black Knights in this game. Because there are only so many until you reach the end where you can fight more than once. And it was just, I just got really lucky and I got that sword. And I was like, okay, let's see what this is about. And it was pretty fucking great. I managed to be good with it, and I wrecked a whole bunch of other people. Oh god. I forgot this area has a lot of these enemies. Or not. Could be some other place. Yeah, it must be some other place. But yeah, my first weapon in this game was the Black Knight sword, my first good weapon. And then later on, I did some research because I wanted to see what other weapons there were, and there was just like, have you ever gotten the Gravelord sword? I'm like, what's that? And they're just like, oh, you had to transcend this area and, you know, bring upon this cryptic crypt, I guess. An Eye of Death, which you get from the geckos, like, or from here apparently. There's a lot more places you can get the Eye of Death from, actually. But from what I can remember, you can get the Eye of Death from that golem statue where you go down to be transported to Nito's area, and you can apparently get some from there. You can also get some from those giant gecko things. I call them geckos. I don't know what they're really called. But it's those people with the big eyes that, like, shoot dust at you. That inflict curse on you, and if you don't do anything about it, you'll die. But yeah. There's a lot more places you can find Eyes of Death from. And that's actually great because it can help you in the long run for getting this sword, because it's a really good sword, in my opinion. Like, from what I've heard from like reviewers and whatnot, it's like the worst of the curved great swords, but I like it a lot just because I choked on my spit. I like it a lot because you can get this weapon pretty early if you're nifty, I guess, or evasive enough. And like once you just like get the required stats, and I think you can even wield this halfway. Oh right. Wow. Oh god. I don't remember how many of these enemies were here. I think there's still a few more. Yep, there's still 2 more. Oh jeez, I forgot that's actually, this thing actually serves as a shield. I totally forgot about that. I'm getting a lot of souls out of this area, honestly. And there appears to be something good here. What is it? Large divine ember. Okay. Cool. So now I can craft, I can have, I think it's that one guy, or no, it might be the giant in Anor Londor. I can probably have them craft me divine weapons now, which divine weapons are very good against undead enemies, so like, you know, hollows and whatnot, they're really good against them. And the weapon statuses in this game are a bit different. I think occult is like dark in this game, and it's best used for whatchamacallit, for like divine enemies like, you know, Gwyn and whatnot. Gwyn and anyone else who uses lightning based faith attacks, I guess. It's good against them. And then you have lightning, which is good against dragons. Fire is good against flesh, and magic is good against people who wield heavy armors because they have low magic defense, so it's good to use that against them, as you saw in the Grand Archives where I got decimated. Anyway, let's talk to Patches, because this is Patches the Unbreakable.
You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the cave? Are you a cleric or something? No? Really? Then I'd have no qualms telling you. There's a fine stash of... I found it first. But, well, we're friends now. Split it with you. In any case, have a look.
So if you know Patches, he's been the one to always backstab you and push you into traps. So like if you walk over here, you'll trigger a cutscene, and upon looking down, because there is actually something down there, you get kicked. Well, I'm not an easy kill, buddy. So the most out of here is just, oh hey, a skull lantern. So that's another area I can get it in. Just like some souls, and like upon walking out of here, you'll find some hollowed enemies, along with others that spawn in at some point. I actually don't know where they're at right now. White tent night chunk. Oh, I think I spawned them. Yeah, it's just these enemies. They're not that bad. Yeah, they're not that bad. Yeah, once you two-hand your weapon, I can just deal them with one shot. They're not... I gotta keep saying they're not that bad. Oh, it's this lady. So, she's currently stuck right now because she had escorts with her that were going to take her to the depths to find Nito, I believe. But in doing so, her partners went hollow, and now I have to save her, and her friends happen to be right here. Bitch. They're not that hard to deal with, honestly. But now that they're dead, we can talk to the lady once more and see what she has to say. And I believe they've been fooled by Patches as well, because they happen to be down here.
You banished those 2 hollows. It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I'm certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much. Here, these belonged to them.
Cool.
I'm certain that both. Thank you.
Alright, well, there's not much more dialogue with that. So, once that's over with, you just leave her and she'll just teleport back to this church area in the Undead Parish. If that is the right area. Like I said, it's been a pretty long while since I last played this game. So I don't remember all the areas too well. I think I'm getting some mixed up with Dark Souls 3. Which could be the case, honestly. Anyway, where am I? Aha! I found a ladder that I can't climb because I'm using my lantern for some reason. I kind of wish you could just strap it on to your side, because I don't see why not. You are a knight, you're supposed to be handy to say the least. But that happens to be an illusionary wall, and we're here now. So happy days. Let's head back to the bonfire, dispose of some souls, and do some leveling up. Oh. I'm pretty sure you guys weren't expecting this for me to fucking eat while I'm recording. But I'm a little hungry, honestly. Haven't had as much to eat as you would think I would. But it's been a very busy day for me, honestly. I rode my bike, did some stuff with my car. It's doing good now, to say the least, but I'm very iffy on it still. I'm only hoping for the best. But back to what I was saying, I haven't had pretzels in a long time. Like, it has just been a very long time. And I'm pretty sure this was not the video for you that you guys would expect out of me, that where I'm just rambling on about like the joy of eating a pretzel. Like you guys are getting your fucking time's worth out of this. Let's level up health. I would not mind having a lot more health. But anyway, like I definitely want to eat more pretzels later on in life. And like soft pretzels to be exact, because they are fucking great.
Oh, well, I did you wrong, please. You know what I mean. You and me.
Yeah, I'll forgive you.
Oh, brilliant. I had a feeling, you know. But if I were in your shoes, who knows what I'm.
So, regardless of what you do, he's still going to be an ass to you. He will find ways to backstab you. But I'm not going to kill him because it's just not worth it, honestly. You don't get a whole lot out of him. And yeah. Anyway, back to pretzels. I would highly recommend that you all should. If you've never had a pretzel, then by all shit. Oh! Jesus! Holy fuck, I'm sorry I stabbed you. But, if you never had a pretzel in your life, especially a soft pretzel, then by all means, go try one. You can, if you happen to be at school, you can probably buy one for like, I don't know, a couple of bucks. Take a $5 bill with you and see what that gets you. That could probably get you a lot, honestly. Especially in high school where, like, if you can, like, once you get, like, the food you want, you can then, like, get a bonus, like an extra of fries and whatnot. That used to be the shit back then. Back in my high school, and in lunchtime, we could what's it? Drawing a blank here. God damn it. I used to have free lunches because my mom didn't like that. My mom didn't like the idea of me spending, like, paying every day, because eventually I would forget that, like, I had a certain amount, and by the time they told me, like, hey, you need to pay, I'll be, like, nearly $100 due. So, like, that was very bad. So they decided to give me free lunches, and that allowed me to get, like, the basics, but nothing more. And, like, you know, I didn't get, like, the usual PB&J stuff. I actually hated that. I could get whatever I wanted, but, like, I just couldn't go over what I could get. Unless I had extra money on me, so, like, if I wanted fries, you know, I would have to give them however much fries cost. But back then, in my high school time, they had, like, a line for, like, treats and whatnot. So, like, they had Pop-Tarts, Pop-Tarts, Rice Krispie treats, pretzels and whatnot. And they also used to serve Snickerdoodle cookies, which were the fucking bomb back then. They were warm and gooey and shit, and oh my god, it was so good. Like whenever we get Snickerdoodles, that like whenever someone's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go get some Snickerdoodles. Do you want it?" Everyone's like, "You best be fucking sharing that shit, boy." Shit. Heal. Oh, fuck you. Good thing I have a lot of poise. Ow. Oh my god. That didn't really help because I was being shot and attacked multiple times. Plus I can't see a damn thing because it's so damn dark. Okay, fucker, calm your shit. There's a lot of people who drag race in my area. It's really annoying, honestly. Because it could be like 3 in the morning and I just hear engines revving and people driving, and seconds later cops come by. I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. But Snickerdoodles were the shit back then, and the fries were really good too. I think what is it called, shoestring? They're not shoestring, but like they're like the next best thing to it. Oh, there goes those fucking souls. God damn it. Forgot how difficult this game was. But yeah, I don't remember how much it cost to get that shit. I don't think it really matters, but like overall back then my school used to serve some pretty fucking good snacks, and my college ain't any different. Like I can still buy snacks and whatnot, but like I have to pay for everything now, and it kind of sucks because like I wouldn't mind getting free lunches again, though, you know, my school has to make a profit somehow. And everyone eats there. Like I occasionally get like a pizza or a chicken sandwich. Their pizzas are pretty good, honestly. I actually like their pizza. Just because like it's not the greasy type. There's no real pizza. The pizzas we tend to get are from Pizza Hut. And don't get me wrong, Pizza Hut's great, but I just hate how greasy it is. Like I wish it would have the crust like Little Caesar does, where it's just like, you know, it's doughy and fluffy and shit, and not like you grab it and it's all like hard and like you just gently squeeze it and like a fucking gallon of grease comes falling down. It's a little disgusting, honestly. I feel like whenever that stuff's in the fridge, it doesn't turn out so well compared to other things like great, of course. Hold on. Oh, hold on, what was I? Oh, that's a load of shit. Alright. I guess we gotta stick with this, which is not so bad. I have a little defense now. But, yeah. With my opinion on pizzas, like, Pizza Hut's great, but, like, I just wish they didn't have such a greasy crust. Like, it doesn't turn out so well whenever you leave it in the fridge for a while. It kind of goes a little bad, honestly. Compared to, like, Little Caesars and whatnot, that stuff can actually last a while. Fuck you. But, yeah. That's all I gotta say for this video, because we are out of time. So, that's gonna be all for now, everyone. Leave a like and comment if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to help my channel grow, and in the next video, we're gonna continue going down in the Tomb of the Giants and eventually get to Lord Nito, though I might have to go back up and do some leveling up off camera, but we'll see. But until then, I will see you all later.